Good evening, Indiana High School basketball fans. You're looking at the Eagles Nest in Frankton High School. I'm Kyle Mealy with Next Play Sports Network, and with me, as always, is Coach John McLaughlin. Coach, Frankton versus Tipton tonight. This is a good one. I think these two teams, I would consider them somewhat rivals, so this ought to be a good one. Both 2-0 coming into this game. And this is our first one to open the season with. We were supposed to do last week, but the game got canceled at Marion. That was Yorktown-Marion. So here we go, opening up the Next Play basketball season. Coach, tonight, a couple of things you can see right off the bat is the Blue Devils are a big team right off the get-go, just coming out in warm-ups. But you've got a really skilled team, and you know Coach Brobson really well. He'll have his Eagles ready, but I'm excited. You've got to be excited. Nothing better than Indiana High School basketball.
No, it's exciting to be here. This is a great atmosphere for high school basketball. Always enjoyed coming here. Didn't always enjoy the result when I was coaching here, but I enjoyed coming here as a coach and as a player. But it was you watched. We were down on the floor as we were walking by, and we walked by the Tipton team, and we had talked to Coach Brobson earlier before the game, and he said Tipton's really big, and boy, he wasn't lying. We walked by, and those are some big boys down there. But he's got a pretty good sized team too for himself. So it should be an interesting matchup. Two programs that are storied programs that are obviously early in the year. Still, some of them trying to figure things out, but as they are figuring those out, they're both 2-0. So it should be a nice game. Should be a great way for us to kick off the Next Play Sports Network season, and I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to bring you this pregame, and it is sponsored by American Pest Professionals. And American Pest Professionals have been the trusted leader in East Central Indiana. For any of your pest needs, give a call to American Pest Professionals. And as we mentioned, Tipton comes into town, and they've got we were able to talk to Coach Brobson a little bit before the game, and he gave us a little insight into some of the players to watch for. The first one to really look at is a junior. His number is 2, Peyton Aller, and he is averaging about 14 a game. But Coach mentioned that he can really fill it up if need be. And then they've got a couple other players to watch out for. Actually averaging 15 and a half a game as a junior. The big guy, number 21, Grayson McFalls. And he is 6'8", and that is a lot to deal with. He'll be, I'm sure, a lot to handle on the rebounds and inside for the Frankton Eagles. And then they have another player averaging 8.5, and that's a freshman, Kellen Williams. So it'll be interesting. Number 22, keep your eye on that freshman. He seems to be, I believe he might be a lefty. And in talking to Brobson, Coach Brobson was very impressed with him and said, keep your eye on him.
You look at both of these teams, they're obviously they're relying on some young guys. As you go through that Frankton, you'll see that too here in a second. But big size inside for Tipton, and as a coach, you're going to try to limit that ball game inside. Sometimes easier said than done.
And you move over to Frankton Eagles side, and they have scorers, really 3 big scorers for them. Number 2, Ethan Stansberry, is averaging 15 a game. He is a senior. And then they have 2 players that are averaging 17 a game, and those are a freshman, number 31, Ashton Brobson, coach's son. And as we've always mentioned, and if you've ever followed basketball, there's something special about coaches' kids. They know a little bit. They've got that basketball intelligence because they've been raised around it. And so coming in as a freshman, and again, we're looking at another kid at 6'8" as a freshman, averaging 17 and a half. Keep your eye out for number 31. And then number 24, Trey Bennett, who is a junior. He's 6'7", and he is averaging 17 a game. So, Coach, the Eagles, you've been around the program. You've coached against this program when you were at Blackford for years. You know what they can do to you, especially defensively. But I would say that if we're previewing this one for the fans, they need to be prepared for what I would consider a physical game. And I think a game that's going to be really enjoyable to watch. There's going to be a lot of pressure. And it'll be interesting to see really who takes care of the ball, who handles the pressure, and really both of them 2-0. It could come right down to the wire.
Yeah, you're going to see teams that are going to lock in offensively. They're going to try to run good, solid sets, run good stuff, and both teams will do that. And then on the defensive end, you're going to see teams that are going to get in you and make life tough for you. Nothing's going to be easy. No easy passes, no easy shots. And that's kind of been a staple of both of these programs over the years. Tipton, obviously a new coach this year, Coach Newton, so he's going to bring his own style and his own part of the way he wants to play the game, and be interesting to see how adjustments go. It's a fun part of watching high school basketball, especially early in the year. Coaches are sometimes still figuring their teams out, still figuring out the adjustments they need to make here and there to try to get the most out of what they have. And every year's a little bit different. As a coach, you want it to go a certain way, but sometimes you adjust on the fly. So I think we'll see a lot of that tonight. I think we'll see adjustments from both coaches and both teams. It's a fun part, like I said, is watching how it all plays out.
And as we mentioned, this is American Pest Professionals pregame. Tonight's coverage brought to you by American Pest Professionals. They've been protecting homes and businesses in East Central Indiana since 1936. Inspect, detect, correct. That's the American Pest Pros way. Something interesting for any of you basketball historians or those of you that follow Indiana high school basketball. Just something to look at here, but Frankton is a CIC member, Central Indiana Conference member, but hasn't always been. Tipton was a former CIC member, and they left the conference back in what would be considered the old days, Coach. It was back in 98,
back when
I
was playing.
Yeah.
Or even before, later than that.
Yeah, it was back even when I was playing. So
that is old.
That is very old. So it's an interesting dynamic. You've got a former CIC team, and they're playing a current CIC team, but they just kind of flip-flopped out of different conferences. So should be interesting. As you mentioned, Coach Newton, a new coach. Coach Brobson, very established. He's established an unbelievable program here at Frankton. Great success. We were able to go down in and take a look at their facilities. And something I wanted to talk about is first of all, the Eagle's Nest, as you get to see it on your screen, is one of the, I think it harkens back to the really classic days of Indiana high school basketball. It's a very nice setting for a basketball game in high school. It has way more seating than you think, especially since they did the newer bleachers a few years ago. But it's got the stage on the end. And I don't know about you, Coach, but there used to be a gym, you probably played there, in Bluffton.
Yeah.
And Bluffton, it was a little bit smaller. It had a stage. I don't know why, I always played better in a tighter environment with the crowds right on top of you. And it just, I think the energy gets to you and you just play a little bit better. But as we toured the facilities in their locker room, you see the program that's been built by Coach Brobson. You see all the pictures on the wall. You see how much he really buys in and shows the current players where it was built. You can go back and see all the newspaper clippings, and he's really built something special here, and it's really neat to see everything they have in there. And Frankton's not on their own with that. A lot of schools do that if they've had coaches there for a long time, but they've done a really nice job here. We were able to be here during football season. And the other thing I will say, and I know you'll talk about this, but I don't know if there's better hospitality in East Central Indiana than the Frankton Eagles.
Yeah, they're great people over here, and it's a fun place to come. We're very privileged to be able to bring you this game. Tipton, also a very storied program, and you go over there and you can feel the history when you go over there to watch a game at Tipton. The old Bluffton gym that you were talking about, I coached in that gym before they moved over to the new gym. I was still my 1 year coaching at Bluffton, which I tell people is one of my favorite years ever. We were still playing in that gym, and it was a very similar setup. Not a great setup for practice, but an awesome setup for games. So, Coach Brobson does things the right way. He wants his kids to feel important, and I think that in a day where everybody outside of basketball or any sport really is trying to get you to do travel ball and get you all the flashy gear and all that, to me, high school sports is where it's all out. Playing for your school, representing your school, and he does a nice job of really promoting his high school sports here and promoting and making the kids feel special. And, I think that's a real tribute to Frankton and this community. LaPel, their next door neighbor, they do a nice job of it too. And this is just a really nice area right here. But you go back a few years, they've had some great, really, really good guys here before Coach Brobson was here. You had Coach Keck. You had Coach Bacher, who's still sitting on the bench with with Coach Brobston. So, it's like we said, it just kind of goes back 2 teams with a lot of history.
It is 2 teams with a lot of history, and there's just something special about Indiana high school basketball. And if you're out of state and you come here, you get it. You see what it's like compared to other places. There's nothing like it. But we're getting ready to have a good one once again. We want to remind you that it is American Pest Professionals pregame. Bugs don't stand a chance when American Pest Professionals are on the job, from termites to mosquitoes. They've been protecting our community for generations. Call the pros today at American Pest Professionals. Well, looking into the future, we'll be in several different places this year, and I know we'll be back here at Frankton at some point to catch some games. I know we have just a little preview for all of you. We have a holiday tournament this year with the Next Play Sports Network that we'll be covering the championship games of that holiday tournament. And, Coach, you know a little bit more about that. You got that kind of set up. Are we going to be right back here at Frankton for that?
Yeah, all the championship games will be here. They have 2 sites going. They have here in Elwood, both of Elwood and there may be some games at Alexandria too. But I know the championship games are here.
It's a large number of teams.
It's a huge tournament. So it's exciting. They asked us if we would like to be the host sponsor for that as far as live streaming goes, and we were able to say yes right away and jumped at it. So we're excited to be able to come here, but that's over Christmas break, the very tail end of Christmas break, right before we go back to school. I think it's January 3rd we'll be back here, but next week we'll be on the road at another, you want to talk about some history, we're going to be at the Muncie Fieldhouse next week. We're going to be doing Muncie Central and Hamilton Southeastern, so tune into that. A lot of upgrades at the. They did scoreboards, and they've done a lot of work. A whole bunch of neat stuff going on there. So we'll be happy to bring that one to you next week from the Muncie Fieldhouse. But and Muncie's off to a good start, so that'll be another fun one. That will be a fun one. So, if you're just sitting there and you're tuning in, hit subscribe, and you'll get notification whenever we go live. So you won't have to put it on your calendar or try to figure out where we are. It'll just pop up and give you a notification that Next Play Sports is going live, and you can tune in to see if it's a game you want to watch. And I want to also mention that if there's a sponsor out there that wants to sponsor the Next Play Sports Network and get your name out in several East Central Indiana communities during these ball games, reach out to me at kmealy25@gmail.com. That's kmealy25@gmail.com. If you're watching and know someone who might benefit from sponsoring the Next Play Sports Network, just reach out to me and we'll get you hooked up. There you see the email. Well, it's coming. There it is. There you go. And you know what, it's a perfect opportunity to highlight Mr. Producer is with us again, as he always is. He was with us in football. He's here tonight. Did a nice job of getting everything set up. Got a nice camera angle for us and everything going. And I love the new scoreboard at the bottom of the screen. And, Coach, I know you had some design work in that, but I got to give more credit to Mr. Romine on that one. Yeah, he deserves a little more of the credit for most of that. So we're about 1 minute and 40 seconds away from this one. And once again, closing out the American Pest Professionals pregame, getting ready to get into starting lineups and the national anthem. And as you can see on the court right now is the Frankton drum line. You can definitely hear them. Yes. That's a neat starting lineup, or I guess a way to get the crowd pumped up. Yeah, it is. And a nice crowd. A great student section tonight. They are at the end of the court, underneath the basket. And that's always fun to have, especially if your opponent is shooting free throws. And then they've got the radio guys on the other end that are working from the stage. Well, we're getting ready to get the tip on this one on the Next Play Sports Network. It's going to be the Frankton Eagles hosting the Tipton Blue Devils. And we'll get into it in just about 40 seconds. Coach, has the Indiana-Ohio State game kicked off yet? No, not quite, and I'm sure there'll be some people that are going back and forth. Keep us on. Put us on your phone if you want, or put us on the TV and watch the game on your football game on your phone, but you're going to want to keep tuned into this one. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to want to leave that audio up, too. The guys doing the Indiana-Ohio State game don't have what we have. Nah. Not the skill that we have.
So the Tipton Blue Devils, as we mentioned, it's Peyton Aller, Oliver Stewart, Quinn Smith, Mason Day, Owen Spidell, Dakota Garman, Jaron Aller, Grayson McFalls, Kellen Williams, Quinn Toll, Isaac Hemrichus, Zach Ridgway, and Jace Clark. Coach, I hope you get his name because I'm going to screw that one up a lot. Humericus. Frankton Eagles are Ethan Stansberry, Eli Birch, Cal Osborne, Greer Klein, Isaac Fair, Blake Nickham, Jackson Spalding, Noah Melvin, Trey Bennett, Ashton Brobston, and Landon Jones. Here we go, National Anthem. Well done by the Frankton Eagle Band. And we're getting ready for starting lineups. We'll go quiet while we get the starting lineups.
First, the visiting Blue Devils. Your reserves, number 3, Oliver Stewart. Number 5, Mason Day. Number 11, Owen Spidell. Number 15, Dakota Garman. Number 20, Jaron Haller. Number 22, Kellen Williams. Number 33, Zach Ridgway. And number 40, Jace Clark. And now the starters for Tipton. Number 2, Peyton Aller. Number 4, Quinn Smith. Number 21, Grayson McFalls. Number 23, Quinn Toll. And number 32, Isaac Humbrickhouse. The Blue Devils are coached by Thomas Newton. And now, Frankton fans, here come the Eagles. First your reserves, number 10, Cal Osborne. Number 11, Greer Klein. Number 12, Isaac Fair. Number 14, Blake Nickham. Number 20, Will Melvin. 21, Jackson Spalding. 22, Mason Barker. And number 32, Jack Fittig. And now your starters. Number 2, a 6'3" senior, Ethan Stansberry. Number 3, a 5'10" senior, Eli Birch. Number 23, a 6'3" senior, Noah Melvin. Number 24, a 6'7" junior, Trey Bennett. And number 31, a 6'8" freshman, Ashton Brobston. The Eagles are coached by Britt Brobston.
And there's a starting lineup for both teams, the Tipton Blue Devils and the Frankton Eagles. Tipton starts it with Peyton Aller, number 2. Number 4, Quinn Smith. Number 21, Grayson McFalls. Number 23, Quinn Cole. Number 32, Isaac Himricus. The Frankton Eagles, number 2, Ethan Stansberry. Number 3, Eli Birch. Number 23, Noah Melvin. Number 24, Trey Bennett. And number 31, Ashton Bromston. Coach, we're going to get this thing rolling.
It's a good place to be. It's exciting. I'm really excited to be able to watch our first game here live right here from Frankton. Frankton, as you said, coming in 2-0. Wins over Taylor and Burris both on the road, so this is their first home game.
This is going to be a good one. I'd say to the gentleman in the front row, it's time to put those Crocs into four-wheel drive. And the tip handled by the Eagles. And that is number 2 with it, Ethan Stansberry. Excuse me, number 3, Eli Birch. A nice little play there, Coach.
They're tipped out of bounds and saved, but we'll see what they do out of bounds here. Early in the year, you don't have a good read on these out of bounds plays, so Tipton may fall for one here early.
Brobston to inbound.
There's a cut. They're going to just hit the release man.
That's to Bennett. And now Birch has it. Tried to get that back screen there. Coach, man-to-man from Tipton.
Man-to-man, staying with it. They're not switching. They don't want to switch because they don't want to get their bigs caught up on a guard, so they're trying to keep their big guy around.
I think the Eagles just trying to figure things out here.
It's a nice cut. That back cut's you're going to get that sooner or later, but Tipton doing a nice job of staying with those cuts.
Eagles not really looking at the 3 yet.
They'll
trying to get inside, I think, Coach.
Yeah, they'll be patient. Take a lot of drive and kick. They'll take good shots.
There's a drive inside.
That's a tough one.
Good defense there going against the big Grayson McFalls. And here come the Blue Devils. Again, we'll look and see here. The Eagles go man-to-man as well.
They're going to stay man. See if they fight through everything or if they're going to switch anywhere. Got a mismatch inside. It looks like they're going to try to take advantage of that.
Lob play there, but rebounded out of there by Bennett, and here come the Eagles. A lot of contact, but right through it is Ethan Stansberry. He took that contact, Coach, and took it strong to the basket.
Yeah, you got to see how it's officiated, too, early in the game, and obviously going to let him play a little bit, so better finish through contact.
Here's McFalls. Looked like it was off his foot, and it is. It's going to go over to the Eagles. Eagles leading 2-0 here early, 6:18 to go. Let's see a little pressure here, maybe by the Blue Devils.
I can see if it's just token pressure, it looks like. Not really getting up anything, just maybe slowing them down. That back cut, that's hard to guard.
They keep looking for it. They keep looking for it.
They're going to get it. All it takes is you to stand up on defense, and that back cut's open. But Tipton's doing a nice job of guarding it so far.
The Eagles looking inside now, and that again
nice slip
is Trey Bennett, number 24.
Nice pass there from Ashton Brobston to hit him on that slip.
Blue Devils bring it across, and they're trying to get on the board for the first time tonight. Slowing things down. There's a 3 on the way, and it is good. That couldn't tell who it.
That's 32? 22.
32.
Sorry.
32. Isaac Humriches. I'll get that right at some point.
Obviously, the scouting report does not come out on the big guy. So
no, they're leaving Bennett alone on the 3.
The one thing that does, though, is always gives you an outlet release man. So even if he's not going to shoot it does take some pressure off the guards to know you have somewhere to throw it. There's a 3 on the way.
That one was off. That was Eli Birch. And here come the Blue Devils. This is Aller with it. He's stripped by Birch. Good back cut, just missed him. They are letting, I was just getting ready to say they are letting him play, but right there,
Just a little bit too much body.
Yeah.
And Coach Brobson will say, well, that's fine. I just need that on the other end.
Yeah.
That's usually what us coaches say. You want to call it that way? That's fine.
Blue Devils looking here on
Like to get that drive.
drive and kick. And that one is off, but a big rebound there by the Blue Devils. Back outside for another three. And it is off. That one in the hands to Brobston, and here come the Eagles.
A 6'8" kid that can handle it. It's
Yeah, and it's hard to look at him and see a freshman other than maybe the body size. I mean, his weight.
Yeah, he'll put more weight on
will.
as he goes.
And that three is off. That one attempted by Melvin. And the Blue Devils quick the other way with it. Attacking. And we got a jump ball.
Jump ball there. Getting through all the screens. Frankton staying man.
Could be a steal. I was going to say almost got it. Now they do get it. Here go the Eagles in transition. Big kick out to Brobston in the corner. He'll try to work it. And tried to go cross court, and it's taken away, and the Blue Devils got to take the ball with you.
A little too fast for himself there, but back in the half court. This is just two teams trying to execute against good defense.
Poked it away inside there. That was Melvin poking that away, and now the Eagles have it. Couple of early turnovers for the Blue Devils, Coach.
Yeah, and 5 minutes into this, defense is winning for both teams because it's 4-3.
It won't take them long, I'm sure, for both of them to start figuring it out.
It's hard to score if you're going to, they're playing physical. They're not. There's that back cut.
Oh, quick pass. That's got a good look at it. It's off and rebounded. And coming away with it is Tipton. Tipton's going to slow things down, get a set here.
Tipton likes to come out a little more defensively. Frankton's more of that pack line defense. They're going to stop at the three-point line.
And that one a loose ball. A lot of contact. People always want to call there, but no one really had control. A little sloppy.
Well, it hasn't been a whistle for a while, and you can see a couple guys looking tired out here.
And there we got a whistle. It's going to be a foul and 2 shots. It's going to send number 32, Isaac Homrikus, to the line.
Kind of bailed him out a little bit. It was a nice drive, but I'm not sure. He was a little off balance, but he did a nice job of going up through contact there.
First one's off, and we got some subs coming in. Number 14, Blake Nickham will enter the lineup for the Eagles, and number 22, Kellen Williams coming in for Tipton. We talked about Kellen Williams, the freshman, averaging 8.5 in the pregame. He's one to watch for.
Call that over the back?
Yeah, they're going to call they're going to call that on the block out.
Block out, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
I guess the reasoning is going to be that he displaced him enough while he was in the air that.
Yeah, I never liked that call as a coach. I guess you never do, but I wouldn't like that either way. He's already got position. He's down on the free throw line, but guess what? They don't care. So nice move.
McFalls gets the score there, as Coach mentioned. A great little move. Good use of the left hand.
Big spin back to his left there and finished nicely.
And all of a sudden, Tipton has taken the lead at 5-4.
Both teams kind of backing off now, and we call it a pack line defense, which means stopping at the three-point line, pressuring everywhere else.
Could have been a travel, but he collected. Coach Newton wants multiple travels called, and
I think they did maybe miss one, but that's not. You only miss one, that's all right. There's a 3 on the way.
Just off there, and that's Birch, who's tried a couple and hasn't been able to get it.
Nice save. Nice hustle save there by Nickham.
Ashton Brobston's going to come back in the game for the Eagles. So, as Coach mentioned, we're at 5-4. Defense winning out here with 1:37 to go in the first quarter, but I would imagine at some point we're going to start getting some more buckets. But it has been what we said in the pregame. It's been physical.
Deflection. Had the post up right there if he'd have thrown
well,
that.
I was just saying that, and I like the battle, and he's talking to them both, but I like the battle that's going on right now between Bennett and McFalls. They're
2 big guys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Robson's going to bring it across this time.
You mentioned it, Coach. How many 6'8" guys you know that bring the ball up?
Well, at the 2A level, not a ton.
Not
Great
a ton.
slip there. Nice set play. Coach Robson was yelling at him, trying to get that set play.
Trey Bennett with the basket, and now they take the lead 6-5. A lot of handoffs right now. Tipton gets a little miscommunication on the Eagles side, and they get an open shot, but it's not there. Tipton is working hard on the boards.
They are. They've given themselves multiple chances just because of their hard work at keeping the ball alive. Under a minute now.
Yeah, and Frankton trying to move it quick. I will say they reversed the ball very well. But now he's got himself in a problem, and he hits the line. That's a tough place to be for Noah Melvin. Well, first of all, here's something I would say. I was always told, when you're passing that to somebody, know where they're at. And when you give them the ball right there, you're giving it to them in a trapping and adding the baseline as a defender.
It's a great defensive play, honestly, to go down there.
Trying to get Brobston to he's getting pretty physical. Oh, that
would be offensive.
Yep. On the collect, McFalls really did just lower the shoulder, and I mean, he cleaned out Trey Bennett.
Can't really argue that one.
No.
This might be a good chance to give. He's going to give McFalls a quick break here.
Number 33 coming in.
That's a big body coming at you right there.
And that is Zach Ridgway coming in. Ridgway's 6'6", so he's no slouch when it comes to size.
Bennett's a big kid himself, and
he is.
He took all the brunt of that one, that's for sure.
He took a shot. So it's 6-5, 32 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Want to mention Huggins Auto Sales. They help drive tonight's action. They're in Huggins Auto Sales, sales and service in Hartford City, Indiana. Looking for a new ride, give them a call. There's Brobson with it, trying to use that screen. A lot of contact, and I figured at some point they were going to get him on that.
He let it go at the beginning.
I agree with him. Coach, you mentioned it. He's like, I'll give you the first one, but you can't do it multiple times.
Coach Newton wanted him initiating that contact, but
he's back at it again.
Uses that spin move well because he's not quite strong enough to just get by him yet.
Right.
So got 10 seconds here.
Coach Brobson trying to get a play. It's into Ashton Brobson. He's down to 3. It's a lot of contact they let go there.
Coach Brobson's, I think, asking a question right there to the official.
Yeah, he just wants some clarification on the contact. Here's what I would say is if I'm Coach Brobson, it was not the outside hand. He reached with the inside hand, which usually gives you that contact. And either way, call wasn't there, and we end that one 6-5. You're watching high school varsity basketball on the Next Play Sports Network. We're going to be right back in just about 10 seconds. And we are back, and as I mentioned, we've got several sponsors, one of those being the Property Pros of Muncie. Property Pros in Muncie is proud to support tonight's game, whether you're updating your kitchen, fixing a roof, or tackling a full remodel. Their award-winning team delivers results you'll love, backed by a trusted experience and a strong base in the community. Property Pros takes care of your home as if it were their own. Visit PropertyProsMuncie.com to see their services and schedule your next project. Property Pros, building trust, one project at a time. 6-5, getting ready for the second quarter. Coach, what did you see out of that first quarter?
A lot of physical defense, and it looks like the officials are going to – they were talking there at the middle of the court. And it's one of those, as an official, if you're talking, hey, are we good, or are we going to start cleaning this up? What do we want to do? Now that you kind of see the flow, it's early in the game for them too. So we'll see if it adjusts at all. But it started to get really physical the last minute or two there. It's probably the reason why you didn't have as much scoring. a little play we ran forever as a coach, but not quite a good score there, but that's going to be a jump ball.
And it was Brobston who couldn't hit the 3 out of the set coming out of the quarter.
It's a little clear out play they were trying to get to. They settled for the 3, and it just didn't go.
Coach Newton going with the cream-colored suit.
Yeah.
And the white polo undershirt. And Coach Brobston going with the classic Brobston pullover. A lot of contact.
Call foul there.
They're going to get a foul on Tipton. It's going to be on number 4, and that is Quinn Smith.
Tried to let him go. That's former high school coach Kyle Hobbs refereeing.
Frankton Eagles will inbound it off the foul. That was Quinn Smith's first foul. Again, always using. Now they're coming out on the.
Oh, I don't think he did. Coaches, maybe he did because Coach Robson's not arguing, but I don't know if he picked up the second pivot foot. He must have.
Well,
that's not something that you could tell he was not comfortable with the ball up top. So.
Well, and that's the first time they really came out and guarded him because, as you said, they were using him as a release.
Yes.
And
the 33, which is a Ridgeway, I think can do that a little bit more.
Yeah. And here are the Blue Devils trying to work against this Eagles man-to-man physical defense.
It looks like nice double curl there.
He almost drug the foot there. Here's Smith taking it to the basket. No call. Good. I take that as a good no call. He's talking to him. He's asking him why I didn't get that.
He's going to tell him it's not his call. They're probably saying, I don't know why he didn't call that. You have to ask him.
Going to need a ball handler. There we go. And the Eagles, they've got it. 6-5, 6:40 to go. Still low scoring. Still got a lot of contact on Brobson. And I've noticed that Coach Brobson's working on that. He's going to ride that. Thinks there's a little bit too much contact coming from Peyton Aller when he's guarding Brobson. Here's a 3 from the corner, and it is good. And that's Ashton Brobston with a 3 from the corner.
You see him shoot that. He almost like it's shooting it from the middle of his chest, and as he gets older, that'll keep moving up, and he'll become even harder to guard. He gets stronger and older.
That one just thrown over, and Bennett gets the steal. It was just not a good entry pass. And a top of the key entry pass is very difficult. You always told your guards that when you coached them.
They better be wide open. Oh, we had that. Or why settle for 2 when you can?
I was going to say he had a
layup, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Frankton picks up. They're good at transition defense. They pick it up quick. I will say that. They stop that ball from moving.
You'll see Coach Brobson screaming at them to get back every time Coach Newton's calling out a set here. That's a little lazy defense. Coach Brobson wouldn't be happy with that.
And that's a steal. Here is Ashton Brobson with it, and he scores. Steal and score for 31 Ashton Brobston, and he has got 5 quick points here in the second quarter. Blue Devils trying to answer this little scoring run by the Frankton Eagles. But they are struggling, and I don't know if it's because McFalls is out and
this coach is calling a timeout.
And
he can feel the struggle a little bit there offensively.
And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here on the Next Play Sports Network. And we're back. I want to remind you But this timeout was brought to you by the Huggins Auto Sales and Service Team in Hartford City. From dependable used cars to expert vehicle repairs, Huggins keeps you driving with confidence. Check out their latest inventory at HugginsShowroom.com. Huggins Auto Sales, driving hometown pride.
Heard they had a great service department there.
They do. I like their sales team. 4:52 left in the first half. It's 11-5. The Eagles, with Ashton Brobson's 5 points here in the second quarter, have taken a little bit of a bigger lead here, but I believe the Tipton Blue Devils have now reinserted McFalls.
So if they will run something here out of the set, they ran an out of bounds play, got a nice look, just didn't go. Both teams very physical, not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
There's a slip right out of that, and that is Bennett again.
He knows what to do with it. He's gotten a lot better catching that ball and finishing. I remember watching them last year and doing a lot better job of finishing that one.
He appreciates you noticing that.
Well, hey, that's what I'm here for.
Tipton's just still a little out of sorts, and they're going to get it on the floor.
Call it on the floor. I noticed today, watching a little bit of college basketball, the continuation's made its way now into the college game a little bit. It's not quite to the NBA continuation, but they have added that, and that would have probably been a continuation in college. Already gathered, which is always so subjective.
It's just the evolving game that is basketball.
Yes, it sure is.
It sure isn't what it was. I think the rules have changed a lot since, because you played a couple years after.
The three-point line came in my senior years.
Well, no, I thought it was when Mr. Naismith, a couple years after Mr. Naismith.
Yeah, they knocked the ball out of the peach basket every time somebody scored.
Yeah,
the ball had laces.
Yeah, and it didn't bounce.
Just now run some flex.
And that's going to be a 3 attempt.
I'll tell you what, Frankton is.
And a big rebound.
You've been coaching with me for a long time. How many years have we come over here and seen Frankton run flex? Kind of fun to see them.
Yes.
Somebody's still running flex.
Yeah. And still does it well.
I'll tell you what, it's a great offense if you don't switch.
Yes.
If you don't switch, flex was a great offense. If you got any type of switching at all, it just kills it. But you don't see a lot of teams doing it because so many teams now either play zone or switch. But that was a great cut, great movement. Old flex.
There's Coach's breakdown of the great 1990s plays.
Illegal screen call. Coach Newton not real happy with it, but McFalls is going to pick up his third on that. It's one of those situations where you just got to be a little more careful if you're McFalls and setting that screen. Got a timeout.
Yeah, the timeout.
Thought we were going to get a sideline warning there, but
I did too. I was trying to look down and see while you were talking what was going on there. This is only a 30 seconds, so we'll stay here. But no, I love that trip down memory lane of what those great 90s plays, the flex that came. It might
80s,
be early.
90s. Yeah, those flex got real popular there, and they ran it forever here. Coach Bockert used to run flex some.
Coach Bockert still
looking good.
He's still looking good. Looks the same.
One of my favorite guys to talk to. No matter how much you talk to Coach Bockert, he seems to turn your conversation back into a question for you.
Yes.
Which I always loved.
Well, that's a good teacher.
That's
Always getting you to think.
Somehow I was always thinking that, wait a minute, I thought I asked the question here.
Yeah, no. 3:46 to go, and Frankton now leading by 10, 15-5.
Right there.
Well,
everybody wanted that. Was a nice screen, though.
Might have been sold a little bit.
Yep. Now you got a high weave action.
High weave.
Totally different offense. Drop step move.
Nice job turning. Does a nice job down there working.
Oh, he's so mad at himself for not finishing that. Stay with it. Battle. You see what Coach Brobson decided right there is that, hey, if they're going to take McFalls out, why don't we throw it to our big guy?
Yeah.
So nice adjustments by both coaches here on and off. He's struggling a little bit from the free throw line, but he doesn't have a bad looking shot, really. Just didn't go in that time.
I just can't believe how many of these guys nowadays wear the mids or the lows.
Everybody, yeah.
I couldn't have played with mids or lows. My ankles were just.
Your ankles were like butter.
Soft. It's born with naturally soft ankles. They told me at birth. There's a three on the way, and it's off. Rebounded by Bennett. I tell you what, he's working his tail off down there.
He runs the floor hard, too.
Brobson now trying to see what he can get.
Yeah, it's an illegal screen. Yep, that's the right call. You knew you were going to get one of those sooner or later because they just got that somewhat controversial one earlier. And he's talking them through over there like a good official does. This is a good crew.
Yeah, they've done a good job.
We've always been pro officials.
Pro officials, that's right.
And now you're officiating.
I have to be pro official. I'm officiating now. I've joined the.
I don't know if you opened up the dictionary and saw irony, you might see that.
That's
might
right,
be
folks.
The definition that you're officiating there.
Well, I will tell you this, good official that you liked, and I saw the other night at Marion. I was leaving, Michael Fuqua.
Yeah.
And he was doing it, and I was walking in, and he had already heard. That's how quickly it had spread. He walked in to do the varsity game, and he said, I heard a rumor that you're officiating. I said, yeah. And he goes, oh. He goes, you've joined the dark side. I said, yeah.
3 on the way there, open 3.
Got it.
Good shot.
Robston, I tell you, he gets his feet collected under him, and he's, as you mentioned, that shot will grow with him. It will get higher and higher.
It's got great form, and he's got great rotation. He'll get it up a little bit higher as he gets older and make himself even better.
Well, I didn't see this drought coming from Tipton, but they have not scored in the second quarter.
They've had to go a little bit away from what they want to do. There's a nice drive, though.
Well, there we go. We get a score, and that was Smith with it. Quinn Smith. But, yeah, with McFalls picking up 3, that really had to change things for him.
Yeah, they became more – everything's going to be guard-oriented now. Nice slip.
That was a good –
another 3 on the way.
Eli Birch.
He hit that one with Quinn Smith's hand right in his face. He still knocked it down.
Really smart look by the inside. Yeah, he's going to get him on a travel. Really smart look on the inside to kick opposite to get to Eli Birch for the 3. And here comes some subs by Tipton. Number 23, Quinn Tolles back in the game, along with number 32, Isaac Humrickus.
The one thing that you've noticed from Frankton is how their ability to share the ball. They will drive it. Sometimes we saw one that was to a fault almost, but they're just so unselfish with the ball.
There's that. Nice, they've been doing that, and he's going to want that back. What do we got?
Got a call foul on the floor, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be 2 shots anyway. That's enough. He's telling. Bench warning him. Well, it's pretty nice of him to give the warning.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in the arsenal. You can use it.
Again, I think that's probably good officiating. Give him a chance. Say, listen, I've had enough. And you see an official go, as I've seen a few times, the official go for the whistle when you know he's had enough.
Never.
I didn't get a lot of warnings.
As your assistant, I never got warned.
Yeah. No, you just got teed up right away.
Bennett made 2 there at the line. He had a little trouble earlier in the game with his free throws, and it's been extended 23-7 here. And
as first time they came out with this pressure, and he's going to have to be careful.
He is really working him.
Tipton fans wanted a foul there.
I will say that with McFalls and some of the foul trouble they've been in, they've really adjusted the way they've played in the second quarter versus how they played in the both defensive and offensive, in my opinion.
It's a nice curl cut, but Frankton right now is starting to go underneath that cut.
That's 3. They're going to get 3. He was putting a lot into that.
Now Tipton's struggling because they're trying to do a lot of stuff off the dribble. They're not being as patient as they were early in the game as trying to work on hitting those cutters as they're coming through.
And here we go. We got a substitution. That's number 32, Landon Jones, coming in for the Eagles. They got travel on Quinn Smith of Tipton.
Just a lot of off the dribble stuff.
"18 seconds before halftime."
Coach Brobson's trying to, looks like it's a 4 low. They're going to double team. That means somebody's going to be open. Well, they're doubling everything, every pass, and so they get a good, nice deflection. They hadn't shown that yet. That's going to be short.
And that's how the first half will end here at Frankton. The Eagles lead 23-7 over Tipton. We'll have an extended break, and then we'll be back here to bring you the second half of Frankton-Tipton on the Next Play Sports Network. The Eagles looking inside now, and that again
Nice slip.
is Trey Bennett down. There's a 3 on the way, and it is good. That 3 is off. That one attempted by Melvin. And the Blue Devils quick the other way with it. Attacking, and we got a jump ball.
I wouldn't like that either way. He's already got position. He's down on the free throw line, but
Yeah.
guess what? They don't care. So
Yeah.
nice move.
McFalls gets the.
Time.
You mentioned it, Coach. How many 6'8" guys you know that bring the ball up?
Well, at the 2A level, not a ton.
Not a
Great
ton.
slip there. Nice set play. Coach Robson was.
Again, always using. Now they're coming out on the.
Oh, I don't think he did.
Thinks there's a little bit too much contact coming from Peyton Aller when he's guarding Brobson. Here's a 3 from the corner, and it is good. And that's a steal. Here is Ashton Brobson with it, and he scores. Steal and score for 31, Ashton Brobson. Excited. He said, yeah.
3 on the way there. Open 3.
Got it.
Good shot.
Brobson, if I tell you.
They've had to go a little bit away from what they want to do. There's a nice drive, though.
Well, there we go. We get a score, and that was Smith with.
More. Everything's going to be guard-oriented now. Nice slip.
Welcome back, Next Play Sports Network fans. Getting ready to kick off the second half. Frankton Eagles leading the Tipton Blue Devils 23-7. And really the story in the first half was how the Frankton Eagles, the physicality that they took over in the second quarter with some foul trouble for the Blue Devils that put their big guy, Grayson McFalls, on the bench. Now he'll come back out with 3 here in the third, and we'll see if that has any impact for the Blue Devils and see if they can get back in this one. Frankton, obviously, Coach, they want to come out and just keep the gas pedal down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Tipton, you're in there thinking we held a pretty good team to 23 points at halftime. That's really not too bad.
No.
The struggle is that you're down quite a bit because you played a really good defensive team and a good rebounding team, and you were only able to get 7 points on the board. So, yeah, if you're Frankton, you want to just control the game, like you did in the first half. And here comes a different. They're going to switch it up, and that will get you out of the trap pretty quick.
That is his third 3 of the game. Ashton Brobston, the freshman. So he is in double figures easy with those 9 points off of 3-pointers. But that one is a good way to start if you're Frankton, not what Tipton wanted. And that shot is off, and here come the Eagles.
In transition, they've got numbers now. They slow it down a little bit, and they'll run set. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them try to go here inside.
Trying to attack McFalls probably with those 3 fouls.
There's a slip.
And
he's missed 2 of those tonight.
Yep.
Still got the rebound, though.
Robson coming off. Might have drugged the foot, but they give it to him. And that's a tough shot.
If he can continue to get that shot, have the 3 and then add that to his game, that's
next
pretty
level.
tough.
That's a next level shot right there. 28-7 now. Tipton really needs to get things going. They're trying to get it into McFalls, and Bennett is doing a nice job defensively.
Yeah, they continue to want to go inside, and you can see that's probably what their strength's going to be this year. That 3 on the way, and that'll bank in. And listen, you will take them however you can get them.
Open.
You'll take them.
Peyton Aller.
Come out with a little trap here.
Slow things down. Probably not the pass you want there if you're Coach Bromston. And
they call nothing. No call. The guy that takes the charge comes up with it. He gets a steal for that.
Nice spin move.
Another tough shot. Those might be a little quicker than Coach Brobston wants. And he also probably doesn't want his post guy down there slapping at the ball.
Not 80 feet from the basket. No, that is not what you want. That's Bennett's second foul of the game. First for the Eagles in the half.
A dive, back cut to a dive. They use that screen a little better if you're McFalls.
Inside, a lot of contact. Then Bennett's going to pick up his third right after picking up his second.
Coach Brobston's telling him, just go straight up with that. And you don't have to swat. That's what gets you the foul usually is. Anytime if you go straight up, the officials will probably let you play, especially this crew.
I think that's a one-man show.
See that.
McFalls with the basket.
So now both big guys with 3. That changes things up a little bit.
It changes the storyline a little bit as we get deeper into this one. McFalls with a nice little shot. He gets 2 there, and now it's 28-12. And not going to. We'll give that let's say it's an inadvertent. Not really a kick, so you don't have to call that. And it's 2 points for Aller.
Trap's bothering Frankton more than you thought it would. Quick shot, and now Tipton's going to be able to cut into this even more.
I'm going to say that Coach Brobson is probably going to want them to slow things down a little bit. On the offensive end, another nice drive inside. A lot of contact
that's going to be
there.
4.
That's 4 on Bennett. And that's going to change. So the storyline has flipped.
It sure did.
As Tipton had the foul trouble in the first half, and now the Frankton Eagles are sitting here with foul trouble as Bennett picks up his 4th.
So now if you're Tipton, you were thinking, well, we got to be careful about what we do on the inside game. Now you go totally opposite of thinking now.
Now you're attacking.
Now you're going to start throwing it in there.
You're not going to see Bennett till well into the 4th quarter now with those 4 fouls. And entering the game is number 14, and that is Blake Nickum, the senior, 6'5". So he's got a big task if he's going to be dealing with McFalls.
Kudos for Tipton fighting their way right back into this thing. 7 points at halftime, that can be deflating, but they're right back in it now.
This pressure causing a little bit more trouble with Frankton than I thought it would.
They made an adjustment there and brought Brobston up to handle the ball.
Quick kick to Brobston. He'll handle at the top. Back to Birch now. Birch trying to get things set up for the Eagles.
So that they run a back cut, back screen.
They got an illegal screen. That's going to be on number 23. That's Noah Melvin.
With a back screen there. Coach Brobston's not real happy with that. And he's going to bring the ball in here, I think.
It looks that way.
Well, you know what the
Ooh, there was a big.
Oh, the old double foul.
I hate double fouls.
Well, guess what? That's not good because that's
4 now on McFalls. And
that, you know what? If you're Coach Brobston, you'll take that foul on Nickum because that's double foul. It's only 2 on Nickum, but that's 4 on McFalls.
And really, I don't know that either one of them were. I mean, after it happened, there was not a lot of anger between either one of them. So I don't think it was. I think they got locked up, and McFalls just tried to lose him, and you just can't do it though.
Everything. Oh, that would have been a big one.
That would have been huge.
Everything that was going right for Frankton now is kind of flipped, and everything's starting to go in the way of Tipton here in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
I will say this, if you're a Tipton fan, you hate to see that foul on McFalls because now the advantage that you had is not there.
It's gone.
But now Frankton's got to adjust to get a handle on this. Tipton defense is speeding them up.
Got an open 3. Do they knock it down? Nope. They're going to get 2 free throws out of it, though, and Nickum's
going to go to the line.
Done a lot of hustle plays here, giving them some good minutes.
Well, a stat that probably won't show up for Nickum is the fact that he got the 4th foul on McFalls to kind of settle the advantage.
It's nice if you're Frankton to have, a player like Nickum, 6'5", senior, to come in off the bench. Nice if you're Tipton to have a big kid to come in, 33, Ridgeway to come in off the bench. I didn't have post players that big, I don't think, in 30 years.
No, I know one year we had a 5'10" post player. It seems like we had a 5'10" post player a lot.
I had one that led he led high school basketball in blocks. That was getting blocked.
And I don't think that's the stat, but it should be.
I'm pretty sure it was for him.
He got more rebounds on it being blocked, though, I think.
Yeah, he did get his own rebound a lot.
Yeah.
He was Angel Reese before his time.
Yes. I
think executive producer is dropping things over there on us. That's a tough shot.
That is. Rebound to Frankton, and here they go. This is Nickum probably not wanting to. I was going to say
he took 2 or 3 dribbles to clear space and then realized I'm probably not supposed to do this.
Realized that's not my role. So as you mentioned, Tipton has dug in here and got this thing down to 12.
Both these teams run really nice sets and offenses. What they both also do a nice job is defensively getting hands up on the pressure and not allowing the pass, like right there. Nothing's easy. So the guy that looks open isn't.
Tipton now trying to find the open guy. Here's Quinn Smith, and he is in trouble. It's a jump ball. He's not going to get the timeout.
They're both kind of laughing about it. Nice try, I guess. He really didn't want that, though, if you look at it.
No.
I think that's what official was telling him, hey, you don't really want that. You got the jump ball here. It's just a nice slip. Good job defensively.
That almost came back and hit.
Pointed the wrong way, and it's okay. Everybody in the stands, it's okay.
Yeah.
He pointed the wrong way.
It's
We
just-
all know which way it was supposed to go.
It's all right. Now they're going to spend the timeout harping on him because he pointed the wrong way. Like they've never missed a turn on the way home. All right, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back on the Next Play Sports Network. We're back with you here. 3:07 to go in the third quarter. Tipton trailing 28-16, but inbounding the ball here.
Trying to do a little post-up play. They just hit the release man.
There's a lot of action going on between Smith and Birch down
they
there.
keep trying to post him up. They like that mismatch, but he does a good job of just sitting down and getting low.
I'll tell you what, somebody's doing a good job of.
Making cookies?
Yes.
I smelled that.
I was like, oh, that smells good.
Frankton foul 14, Blake Nickham, his third.
I know this Spunkmeyer,
I don't know.
and he did something right.
Yeah.
We may have to find that when we're here for 3 games in January.
Yeah. Just set up shop with Mr. Spunkmeyer.
What if they could just sell the cookies right next to our table?
I think they're pumping in the aroma so people will go buy them.
At the end of the game, we'll be covered in chocolate in a coma
I need a gallon of milk.
and an insulin shot. Oh, we can get that from Mr. Roma.
28-17 after the free throws. And a reminder, just a reset, both big guys with 4. McFalls for Tipton, Bennett for Frankton.
What you thought might be a laugher is not anymore. It's down to a 11-point game. He's got the drive. He's just not taking it. He's really overplaying the pass.
Did you say laugh in or laugher?
Laugher.
Oh. I didn't know.
Push it in transition.
Didn't know if you were going back to your laugh in days.
That'd be a long time ago. 60s, early 70s. I could. Frankton now on the drive. And all of a sudden
And they got him.
Got a little ugly here the last couple possessions.
Well, it's just, yeah, it's just been quick basketball that I don't think either one of these teams is really, their program's made to do that. Just off the dribble type of stuff. We said that about Tipton in the first half, too much off the dribble. When these two teams came out early in the first quarter, they were very structured and their defense was very solid. But and I would say I don't think the officials have really changed too much the way they've
Nope.
officiated the
Nope.
game, so it's still that way. But this has not been a big scoring half for Frankton. That's
It's kind of
for
like
sure.
the first quarter. The second quarter was more scoring, predominantly by Frankton, but hasn't been a ton of scoring.
That's
going
going
to
to
be off his foot.
Off his foot and going the other way.
See what Frankton can get out of this half-court set. Coach is calling out something. They're bringing all 4 guards up high. They're posting up Brobson now inside. See if they haven't run that yet. Coach Newton's wanting more ball pressure, make these passes tougher. Taking an air of the ball a little bit here and see if they can get. Here comes the post up again. We'll check on the cutter, which is what we teach as coaches.
Well,
that
too
was
much.
a little bit too much of a check.
He extended the arms.
And you're doing that to a 6'8" guy as he's cutting through. Knock him off balance.
I think I will say this, on game 1 of the Next Play Sports Network, I've met my quota for
Cookies?
Crocs and flannels
I don't think you've ever met your quota, really.
and flat-billed Ball State hats worn with a gangster leaf.
Okay. You got blood?
No, I think he's a Crip.
Has he been wearing that the whole game? This is going to be interesting to see here. Coach Probston asking.
It's the same color. If the jersey, there's no uniform violation. There's no uniform. I can look it up, but it matches. All the team matches.
The only thing that you can't show a logo, right? Is that true or no? Is that
I
still?
think
That was a couple years ago.
It was a couple years ago. I think they may have taken that one out. I've got to remember.
Obviously, you can see he's got a logo on his jersey, so
I do not know.
Can't wear it. Says you cannot wear that.
Why are we doing it in the third quarter?
I don't know if they just noticed it. I don't know. See what they're going to say. Coach Probston's kind of getting a little bit of a laugh out of this. Like, what are we doing at this point here?
Oh, they are losing their minds. They're losing their minds.
I didn't see it, he said.
I mean,
so he'll go take that off and come right back in? Is that what they're going to allow him to do that?
they should because of how late they found
He's
it.
telling him he has to sub someone in. But
He does.
or he can call timeout.
He can call timeout. He has the ability to do that, but I don't know if he wants to waste it.
He's going to pin in Isaac
I
Clare.
don't know how we got to that point because
Well, this will be an interesting question.
he's got to come off. He's got to come off.
He's already subbed in for him.
Yeah, he's got to come off.
Oh, he
But
just shoved him. He said it's unbelievable. I kind of agree with him. Now he
called a timeout. Now he can re-enter.
He can put him back in.
Yeah.
Actually, he can't. 1 second has to run off the clock before he can put him back in because he subbed him out. So the rule, if he subbed him out, he has to. He can't put that player back in.
Well, you know what I'm going to do?
I know you're going to look that in.
I'm going to pull up my rule book.
He can't put him back in yet.
I don't know if I have any. Here we go.
He's going to have to play
first of all,
1 second off the clock.
First of all, what I want to find out is the actual uniform rule as to why he wasn't allowed to wear that.
Well, we'll get it. Coach Brobson said he'd join us after the game. Well, that'd be an interesting question to ask. I'll bet you Coach Bockert will ask him an interesting question if he gives a chance to.
That's true.
Why did you let this get to this point?
That's a good point. All right.
Well, I may be wrong because he's back in there.
I think if you take the timeout, I was going to look that up because here's how I know that. It was a test question.
Okay.
I just got tested.
Well, that's new then because
they changed it, I think.
Yeah, that's a different rule. I think it's similar to blood. If you call the timeout, you don't have to sub them out, I guess, if you clean it and clear it up and get everything taken care of. I don't know. We'll ask Coach Probston about it. I'm sure he'll be happy to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll keep looking at this.
Going to take the air out. He's got a nice back cut, but they didn't like that. So
I think they're going to slow things down here, and it's
well,
not.
They're going to get the last shot. It looks like good teams can do that.
I got you. I got your answer.
Okay,
We'll talk about it at the break.
All right.
All right. We'll finish this 25 seconds, but I found it. And it is, I'm surprised the guy found the rule, but because it is a deep one.
16 seconds, and now they'll get their last play set up. Picked it up, though. That's not what you want to do.
No, got to push, though. Everything was good, but 32 pushed him.
So that's going to be 2 free throws. All that work, and you're going to get 2 free throws. They did a nice job getting the trap.
And really, you've been there. As a coach, you're just like, why?
Right.
You've got him where he can't go anywhere. He's off balance, but just don't bump him.
Yeah, if he hits both of these, then that makes it sting even more.
So under Article 6 of the uniform rule,
okay,
undershirts, if worn, must adhere to the following, and I believe we hit item B. If the undershirt has sleeves, they shall be the same length.
So since it's a shirt and not a sleeve.
Yeah, he had a shirt, and it had it's the NBA shirt that has the one-arm sleeve. So I believe it is under Article 6, B.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. It is a shirt because they made him show him the other side. Because if it's a sleeve, then they wouldn't have.
Yep. And when they made him open it up, they showed that it was part of the shirt, as you mentioned. So it's a deep rule, but it's in there. It's the correct call. Is it the correct call in the third quarter? You be the judge. And that one is going to end it. It's 31-17. You're getting a little bit of everything tonight on the Next Play Sports Network. Welcome back. That timeout was brought to you by ECI Vending, East Central Indiana's choice for vending solutions in schools, businesses, hospitals, and more. From snacks to drinks, ECI Vending keeps your team fueled and ready to go. ECI Vending, part of the Dowling Logistics Network. So they're still talking about it down here. Coach Robson and official Hobbs having a chat.
Ooh, boy, that's the right call.
Yep.
Didn't know where he was on the floor, and not a great pass leading him there either.
He was completely established, so he can't do that. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Over there thinking I sent that whole timeout between quarters, drawing up that set play, and now
that kid goes over and back.
Go over and back on me.
Well, Bennett's going to come back early, and I think it's because they saw McFalls is in. So we're going to see both Twin Towers are going to go with 4 for most of the quarter.
They're trying to run a set play that they clearly drew up, and
it's not quite going.
Coach Brobson's.
Coach, how many times did you draw up? Here's a 3 by McFalls. It's off. How many times did you draw up a beautiful set play that you had to then rely on 15 to 18-year-olds to go out and
I think all of them
executed?
I think all of them.
We got a push by number 2 here. It's going to be Peyton Owler who gets the foul called.
The new rule, obviously, with the foul rule, get reset every quarter. I would have loved that rule. The way we fouled.
Yeah. Your teams were always good at fouling.
We were.
Now we've got the Oh, great back cut, good look. And that's a nice pass, but he probably should have shot it.
And he does, and that's it.
And that's it. McFalls is done. And Grayson McFalls is going to foul out early in the
That's tough for them. He didn't barely get back on the court. I don't even think he worked up a sway. Played a minute of that quarter, and now he's done.
That's tough. That's the gamble you play when you put your big guy in early with 4. I don't know. When you're down that much, I think I'd do the same thing, though. Got to get him back in there, try to get back in the game.
So now if you're Coach Brobson, you can do one of two things here. You can try to just keep pounding inside and build this lead up, or you can actually take your big guy out here after you built this up a little bit more, rest him another minute or so.
That 3 would help if it goes at top. I will say Tipton has struggled from outside the three-point line tonight.
Yep, but they have continued to crash the boards.
Yes. Coach, you and I have talked about the shot clock. How long do you give the IHSA?
Well, we'll be one of the last. I've said that for years. We will be one of the last states to do it. A lot of states already have it in high school. In fact, so many have it that you see a lot of the AAU tournaments in the summer playing with a shot clock. So we'll get there at some point, but we'll be one of the last ones. I would say.
From a coach's perspective, what's your opinion? Do you like it?
Honestly, it wouldn't have affected the way we played, but it would have. I don't really think as much as I would say I wanted it to stay out for the longest time, I think now I'm swung back that I really wouldn't mind it.
Well, the one thing that I've always wondered, Tipton, nice job there defensively as they're trying to get some deflections or get a steal back into this one. But the one thing I would say is they'll be forced to have to start timeout by Coach Brobson. 30 seconds will stay here. IHSA is going to have to force at some point to emulate the college game as much as possible, as long as they continue to delay it. But as you watch the game and you watch that level, how many different sets now are the offenses that are built around a 35-second shot clock?
I think it'll come in. It may not come in right at 35. It might come in at 45. But I think it'll come in, and it's probably inevitable at some point. I do think, like I said, Indiana will be one of the last ones to do it.
Do you think that, having played before the three-point line, do you think the 35-second shot clock is as big of a change as the three-point line was?
Not anymore. If they'd have put it in back when I was playing, it would have been. You don't see teams hold the ball nearly as much as you used to. Oh, boy, had a wide open layup. He just scored on the wrong basket. He just scored for the wrong team.
That basket does count for Tipton.
They have to give that whoever the closest
player was.
I was
going to say, I thought it was whoever's the closest there. But that will live in Trey Bennett's career. They've got craziness going on, so the basket should be 33 to 20.
I think they're getting the score correct.
Yeah, it's 30.
The scorebook doesn't know what that happens in that situation is it's the closest player to him gets the basket. So somebody gets the benefit of that. It's not like we've never seen that before. I've seen it before.
Well, I've seen there was a school that ran the wrong way play. I hated it.
Yeah. They did it that time. They ran the wrong way play, and
it affected themselves. Nice play, but
wanted to foul there, but there wasn't. Just called it an out of bounds. So that actually tightened the score up to back to 13. Probably the cleanest shot both teams got all night.
It was, and he didn't miss it when giving it.
Oh.
That was a travel, I think.
Timeout before he did. Take a quick timeout here. I don't know how many coach has left, but
I don't know, but it's a full one, I believe. Yep. So we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here with 6:28 to go in the fourth quarter here at Frankton. We're back here on the Next Play Sports Network. 33-20. It's a low-scoring affair.
Frankton has 2 timeouts left, so that was their third one. Yeah, let's see what they run here set play-wise. There's that back screen. Hit the release man again. What they better do is step to the pass because they're getting trapped and they're reading the passing lanes. That's a travel. Give him a quick break. Coach is going to talk him through it, calm him down a little bit. Still a lot of time left in this game. Now that Tipton's switched up their offense, they're going all 5 out.
They say they hit Tipton?
The tip off of Brobston's head and then onto the number 22's hands. And no one's really complaining, so it must have. Got 2 guys in the same spot. They got to clear it out, and then comes a trap. There's a nice finish.
Strong play. He can score on both ends, literally.
Yes, he can. Five out. It's going to be a little harder for him to guard, but that's a tough shot that goes in. Timeout going to be called. Let's set up what they want to do defensively, although I think it was giving Frankton some problems. They got a nice shot last time.
32nd, I believe.
I think it's a full. They're sitting down, so.
Oh, I thought they mentioned. Well, we'll stay here. We got to pay some bills, so.
All right.
We'll do that. Just want to remind you of a few of our sponsors. Young's Title and Abstract. If you're buying or selling a home, trust Young's Title and Abstract for professional, hassle-free closings. Proud to serve East Central Indiana since 1993. And, of course, we've mentioned them earlier, but American Pest Professionals. They sponsoring tonight's coverage. That's been brought to you by American Pest Professionals. They've been protecting homes and businesses in East Central Indiana since 1936. Inspect, detect, correct. That's the American Pest Pros way. If you need to reach out to someone, reach out to Bob Todd. He's been there since 1936.
You know what? I had him come over and spray earlier in the summer. I haven't had a mosquito in weeks.
Well, that's amazing. I don't think it has anything to do with it being 10 degrees
that's
outside.
That's not what he told me.
Oh, well. You know what I thought just a minute ago?
It's hard telling.
Well, you're 10 years older than me, and I thought to myself, if Father Time gets a hold of you, I got a view of what my future looks like.
Well, yeah. Here comes a
little, look here.
Well, that didn't work.
A little dipsy-do dunkaroo.
Tipton defended that well. They're going to trap everywhere. That means someone's going to be open.
3 on the way from Brobston.
Oh, didn't go.
Just off. Bounced right back to Nickham, and Nickham scores it.
Nickham's got some nice touch around the basket. I think he's giving him a little bit of a spark here.
And he's got a little bit of, I'd say, late 90s Justin Timberlake hair.
Yeah.
A little NSYNC era. And nobody can argue with that. I mean,
why would you?
Good hair. I thought that one had away.
And there he
Nick
is.
him
Speaking
again.
of the devil, he gets the rebound. You can see why Coach put him in. He's just kind of a steadying force out there.
Oh, that was a little chancy, but
Don't pick it up.
do you think
trap.
they work? Oh, I was just getting ready to say, you think they worked some time off and then they turn it away, turn it over. Now that Tipton won't go away, they're just trying to cut into this thing. Nickham's got it and says, I'm going to give this up to Bennett and see what happens. Not, again, a quick shot. Oh, good heads-up play. Nice little heads-up play there by 23, Noah Melvin.
Stansberry says, I don't need that sleeve. I'll score without it.
Was it Stansberry? I thought it was Melvin.
No, it was Stansberry.
That scored? Yeah.
Stansberry, number 2, is who scored.
No, it wasn't. It was 23.
No, it was not.
No. Oh, no, Melvin had the steal. My bad. My bad. I got you now. I got you now. You were right.
I think we may have to worry about you first.
I got caught up. Yeah. Well, no, I'll still be here. You'll just be visiting me.
Well, foul on the drive. They're going to say it was on the floor.
Just buy me a bird feeder.
You know me. I'm kind of into that right now. Quick coaching, and
do you have a bird book? Do you know the different birds you have in your?
I just name them myself. I don't care what kind they are.
You know they have a bird feeder has a camera in it.
Do they?
Yeah, I thought about getting it for you. It's like a bird buddy or something.
You like a bird peeping Tom?
Yeah. I guess it would be. I wonder if the birds are like, I think this guy might be a birdophile.
Oh, no. Okay, let's tip to Tipton.
Look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to get it. I'm telling you what, they are hanging around.
Coach Brobston, I've been there a million times. You just want the clock to run.
Yeah.
And really, he's like, just calm down, be patient. We'll get a good shot. You just can't panic against the trap. But it's early in the year. You got some freshmen out there. Tipton's doing a nice job of continuing to play hard. One of the rules we had when we were pressing and trapping was try to get a deflection. And
never worked.
Thank you. Not here very often, although I did have some success here a couple of times.
Oh no!
And then what?
I wasn't there.
And then what I decided was, in 2016, you see that on 17 down there. In 2016, I saw what was coming, and we dropped them.
Yeah. Good idea.
As good of friends as Coach Brobson and I are, we don't need to be playing you for a while. And guess what? He agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There's your cutter.
Ooh, a lot of contact. As I say, he was not. He did not keep verticality, as they would say. That's number 33, Zach Ridgway, with the foul.
Now the thing is, if you're a Frankton, you've got to hit these. You've got to knock down free throws. That's what extends against the press. You make them pay. But if you don't, then it's a win for Tipton.
Correction. Foul was on number 23, Quinn Toll, not number 33.
We got all the rim on that one, but it went in. We called that shooter's touch.
Never had it.
No, we just called it happy if it went in.
I never had shooter's touch. I needed that big glass rectangle. And thankfully I had a dad that told me early on, you need to look at passing. Always nice to be humbled at home. That's a nice little pull up, but the result wasn't what it was.
I got a piece of it.
I thought you said like you said you had to use the restroom.
Good.
Oh. I was like, well, you're gonna have to wait, John. Nice little finish there by Bennett.
Frankton being a little more patient now. And
starting to control things here late. There's a 3 on the way. Bank. Yep.
We've hit 2 of those.
That is Isaac Humrickus.
We get a timeout here with Tipton. Just close enough that it's uncomfortable if you're Coach Brobson.
Yeah. Because it could turn on you at any minute, especially the 3-point line. Speaking of the 3-point line. Did you see a difference? We talked about this earlier. Did you see a difference in the way offenses
Yes.
were
Everything was run before the three-point line was run through the post and the elbows.
Yeah.
Most
okay.
of your offenses ran through post, elbow, a lot of action through there. Then the three-point line came, and it allowed the spacing of the offense. It gave you almost kind of a key or somewhere where to stand. So you would usually put a good shooter in one of the corners early in the three-point line, and then your other two guards would be outside. So it went away from the post play as much as it did anything, but then you started even getting later in that where you started getting the 5-out all-guard offenses and, allowing teams that didn't have a true post player to stay in games more because they could even it out a little bit with the three-point shot.
I mean, I think if you had to say which one will be a more dramatic, as you mentioned, the three-point line had bigger impact than going to a shot clock.
I think so.
All right, we're back.
Yes, I think so.
3:01. They're doing a little bit of the same action here, see if they can get it. And they had him, but nobody wanted to throw it. Not really being bothered by too much of the pressure right now, the Eagles.
They're going to a half-court trap here everywhere, just trapping everything.
Bennett inside, and he scores.
Stay with it.
He knows what to do with it when he gets it, and he's done a nice job tonight. And I'll give him credit. He's stayed in the game with 4 fouls.
He's not going to have a lot of stats, but I've liked Nick him off the bench.
Well, he's going back to it.
He's going back to it for a little bit, and Coach giving him a high five. I think this is more about bringing in Birch to end the game a little bit better, a little bit.
They're going to get Brobston.
Brobston on the lob play. Be out of bounds still. 4th foul.
I'm telling you what, look at Brobston's feet. The kid is.
Not done growing, is he?
No, I don't think he is.
Hey, what's that? Mr.
Jump
Official?
ball.
There you go. Stays here. I think it was Jersey night in the student section. Looks like old Jersey night.
Yeah. Trying to see what we got up there. We got a little. We got
Like 2 or 3.
Larry Birds. Now we got 1 Larry Bird.
Got 1 Oscar Robertson, I think.
Do we?
Oh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I was going to say, I see that.
Oh, boy.
What was his real name?
Oh,
As he's done. Then it's done.
That is it.
His name was not Cassius Clay.
No, I know. Flew else in there, but I wanted to see if I could get you. I've noticed it's interesting that the boys are sometimes wearing the jerseys backwards now. Did you notice that?
Well, yeah.
I
don't know if they realize that Daddy Mac is gone.
We did that a long time ago. It was called Chris Cross.
Is Daddy Mac dead or is it Mac Daddy?
I've lost track. I don't know.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
All the good Diane. I'll tell you what. I'm looking up there to see if we got any interesting ones. We got a kid wearing a Lakers jersey. It looks like Steve Nash, maybe early 2000s with the blonde hair.
Long 3 there. That was still fighting. Clear it out now.
There's a Indiana State Larry Bird jersey.
I saw that. Coach is calling timeout.
We'll stay here and talk about some more of our sponsors here. Dowling Dumpster Rentals. Whether it's a big cleanup or a renovation or you're just cleaning out the clutter, Dowling Dumpster Rentals will deliver the one you need, fast, easy, and hassle-free. Thanks to Dowling Dumpster Rentals for sponsoring the Next Play Sports Network. They, again, are part of Dowling Logistics. And, of course, we've mentioned them before, but Huggins Auto Sales and Service. This game's powered by Huggins Auto Sales and Service in Hartford City. Whether you're searching for a dependable used car or need top-notch service for your current ride, Huggins has you covered. Their team delivers honest pricing, expert care, and a promise that you'll drive away happy. Check out their lot or browse the latest inventory at HugginsShowroom.com. Huggins Auto Sales and Service, driving hometown pride. One tire at a time, one oil change at a time, one air filter at a time.
Well, minute 38, you just want the clock to run if you're Frankton. If you're Tipton, you're trying to get deflections, steals.
Coach,
quick scores.
Who's your Huggins Auto Sales spark plug of the game?
You know who it's going to be for me.
I think I do.
It's going to be Blake Nickham.
Blake Nickham is the Huggins Auto Sales spark plug of the game.
Don't need that. And Coach is yelling at him. He's right there in front of him.
Coach Brobson's going to come up after the game and have a chat with Coach McLaughlin. Coach Mack, we like to call him. Two good friends and
good coaches.
Well, there was one good coach and a guy that sat on a bench for a while. Oh, no.
He is, Coach.
The winningest coach in Westdale history is sitting beside me.
Oh, boy. That was a late one. But
yeah. Gotta see it through, my guy.
Breaking down 23, Miller Melvin hits fourth, team's fifth. It's down to 2-shot bonus.
Who do you think would win between an Eagle and a Blue Devil?
Well,
in a real fight.
I'm going Blue Devil.
Yeah, I would say too. It's very.
Although if the Blue Devil got him, it's an endangered species, so he'd have to go to jail.
That's true. I've never really researched a Blue Devil. I don't know where that came from, what that is. Wasn't it a vacuum? No, that was a Red Devil.
Yeah. Had a Blue Christmas once.
My favorite version of Blue Christmas is Porky Pig.
Not what I thought you were going to say. There's another steal, so you just can't pull away enough with time's running out for Tipton, but boy, it's just uncomfortable.
And surprisingly, I just realized also that is the second time this year we've referenced Porky Pig.
Yes, it is.
Because we spent a football game trying to figure out why he didn't wear pants.
We're going to have to get a foul here. That should do it. As you would think if they would have hit a bucket there, it would still been just close enough, but I would say this will probably do it. Time is running out. I would say time is usually on your side, but not in this case.
I think there's a song about that.
I might write one.
Like to hear it go. Wrote a song about it. That was our first in living color reference.
Of the year.
Of the year. Not saying there won't be more.
Well, he hits one of two.
And going for three. Gonna have to from deep. And they get the layup.
I don't think they have any timeouts.
10 seconds, so really just hold it. Hold it.
They're not going to foul, I don't think. Hold it, just hold the ball and let the time run out. Coach is telling them not to foul, but didn't get relayed enough, so the best recipient of that is going to be Noah Melvin. He'll get a chance to get 2 points.
Noah Melvin. The officials are like, half-price apps, boys. Get to the line.
Yeah, they past 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you can get the quesadilla, or you could go with the
mozzarella
sticks.
Not a sponsor, but it could be.
Or the wings. The neighborhood bar and grill. Applebee's. .8 to go. It looks like the Frankton Eagles are going to seal this one up. And they'll move to 3-0. The Tipton Blue Devils will fall to 2-1. as Melvin hits both. And that'll do it. And it almost killed a cheerleader in the stands. 48-36 win for the Frankton Eagles, and we will have Coach Brobson up here in just a few. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here so you can talk and hear from head coach Brent Brobson of the Frankton Eagles. They moved to 3-0. We'll be right back on the Next Play Sports Network. Welcome back here at Frankton. The Frankton Eagles victorious over the Tipton Blue Devils tonight. Coach, it really started out a very physical game in the first quarter, and defensively both teams really handling that quarter with, I think our low score was 6-5 when we ended that quarter. And then I wouldn't say it was an offensive masterpiece either side, but Frankton really took over in the second and really maintained that throughout. I think Tipton made a little run there in the second half, but it was really, I think, the physicality that's impressed me the most about Frankton, and then just their ability to, when they needed to slow things down, they were able to get into their sets, get into their offense, and really run what Coach Brobson wanted. So give your synopsis here before I know Coach Brobson's probably on his way up. So kind of break it down for us.
Yeah, I thought defensively it's kind of what we thought might happen. It would be a lower scoring game with a lot of defense going on, and looks like we're going to have a couple players come up and join us here before Coach Brobson does. And I thought defensively is both teams just dug in, and points were at a premium at times for this game. So when you have points like that, situations like that where the points are tough to get, you just got to make sure that when you do get an opportunity that you finish.
All right, we're going to bring on, it looks like we're bringing on Ethan Stansberry. Is that correct, Ethan? Okay, let me bring you up a little bit. Go ahead. There you go.
Oh, yes, sir.
There he is. All right, Ethan, well, pretty good win for you tonight against Tipton. Coming into this one, what was something that you were expecting from Tipton that you're just used to and maybe in the past when you played them?
Playing them in the sectional championship last year, they played with physicality, and we knew they were going to bring that. Just disciplined basketball. They have a new coach, but I know it's just the same tradition of Tipton basketball. I mean, they have a good team. That's a good team that we just played.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think just the physicality and relentlessness that they have is great.
I think the first quarter you guys really showed off your physicality too. And was that something you wanted to come out, you wanted to match their physicality, knowing that you played them last year in the sectional championship, knowing that was going to be a thing? I think we ended the first quarter 6-5, so it was definitely a defensive battle early.
Yeah.
Did you feel like the officials let you guys play the way you wanted to play defensively?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the whole night it was chippy, but it was respectful between both teams. Every night we're going to come out and play our basketball, physical. We're a very defensive team.
Yep.
So if we can just rely on that, we'll be good this season.
I thought the difference in the game tonight was that they made you take that shirt off. I thought
I don't know what that was about.
And so we looked it up. We looked it up in the rule book. So what the rule book says is that you can have sleeves, but if you have a shirt, it has to be the same length of sleeves.
Yeah.
So we were as confused as could be. First of all, how do we get to the third quarter?
Yeah, that's really what I was confused about.
Yeah.
And I just played. So back in maybe October, I dislocated my elbow, and so that's why I wear the sleeve.
So if you we're going further notice now. If you want to wear just a sleeve, you can wear the sleeve.
Yeah,
but you got to switch it up. We'll pass it on over. But
Alrighty.
Good win tonight.
Yeah,
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's see who we got here. I'm going to check my notes here.
Noah
Melvin.
Hello.
Noah, I thought tonight defensively, you guys just kind of willed your way, especially in that first half. You held them to 7 points, and that's a good Tipton team like we talked about. 7 points in the first half with a big guy that they have inside that, we know can do some nice things. What did you think about defensively, and how do you guys work on some of that stuff to make sure that, one guy can't beat you?
Well, we do a lot of drills about just making sure they don't get in the gaps, and then we had we put big on big with Trey Bennett on Grayson McFalls, and we knew we can handle him.
So that allows you, when you have a big guy that can guard the zone, you don't have to help as much.
Yeah.
It allows you guys to get out there and kind of pressure the guards a little bit. Offensively, they didn't make it easy for you guys, so a lot of times that means when you get an open shot, you got to knock it down.
Yeah, and I think we did knock down shots tonight. I'm not sure what the percentage was, but
I don't know the percentages either. It probably wasn't as good as it was in the first two games, but that has a lot to do with them. But it doesn't matter if you come out with the win, right? That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
No, I do have a quick question, and merely for all of you guys. I know you're not all mic'd up. How long is Trey going to have to live with the fact that he scored on the other team's basket?
Well, that's a good question. When we go back in there, we're going to let him hear about it.
Yeah. All right. It was good talking to you. Congratulations.
We'll pass it on down.
Yep. We have, Eli next? Eli Birch?
Yes,
Eli,
sir.
I have known Coach Brobston for years. I knew him as a player, and now I know him as a coach, and I know he puts a lot of pressure on you guys as guards. He took you out at one point for a turnover, but it wasn't to yell at you. It was a learning experience, and then he put you right back in. Does that give you confidence to kind of, listen, I know that things are going to happen, but I'm going to settle down, and I'm going to get right back in there. I thought you played well after you went back in.
Yeah, the coaches, they talk to you about what you did wrong, and then you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, and then you got to there's no really especially when you're a guard, you know you're going to get the ball right back in your hands again. So when the team's at the end of the game pressing, trapping, and everything, you just had to take care of business.
Yes, sir.
What do you want to share anything that Coach said with you when you came out, or you just keep
can you share anything that he said?
He told me to stay confident.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's kind of what I figured. Like I said, I've been watching him coach for years, coached against him for years, and then known him as a player. Again, great win tonight.
Yes.
I thought the difference tonight was in the first half, you guys defensively. I thought you didn't really give in to you allowed your bigs to guard their bigs, but your guards had to really get through a lot of screens.
Yeah. Everybody had to fight through their screens and guard their man.
All right.
Pass it down before Coach comes up.
And we're going to let you know this one coming in. Mr. Nickum is we have a sponsor, which is Huggins Auto Sales and Service out of Hartford City. But you were awarded the Spark Plug of the game by Coach McLaughlin. He was really impressed with you coming off the bench and had some nice things to say. So I'll let Coach take it over from here.
I feel like sometimes coming off the bench, you don't know when you're going to go in. You don't know when you're going to, but you have to make a difference. You play a lot of different spots for Coach Brobson. He counts on you, I can tell, to come off that bench. It's a different role coming off the bench. Is that something that you've embraced as the years going on, or is that just hey, this is how I play, and whether I start or play off the bench, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter if I'm starting or coming off the bench. I'm always going to try and bring the same intensity every night and just do whatever I can to help the team win.
Thought you were at times a calming force for the team. You just got the ball to the right people, didn't panic. When you kept a couple balls alive on tips, on rebounds, were able to just do some nice things. I thought sometimes I mentioned on the broadcast, don't go in the stat sheet, but I thought you did some really nice things as far as just keeping some plays alive.
Yeah, I just try and pride myself on doing all the hustle plays and dirty work, doing whatever I can.
One of my favorite plays tonight was it's a play I absolutely hate. As a coach, we hate them, but it's the double foul. But you picked up the best double foul possible tonight because you picked up the fourth foul on McFalls, and he had to go out because of that. What happened in it? Because you didn't look upset with him afterwards. Like it looked like he kind of like ripped his arm out from like you guys got tangled up, but there weren't any words or anything, were there? It was like you guys were calm.
Yeah, we were both just confused. Neither of us thought we really fouled each other. We were just in the post there fighting each other, not really fighting, just.
Yeah, I thought the official's emotion was a lot more than what you two were kind of looking at each other like we weren't really getting into it, so I don't know why it was called. However, it was a big fourth foul that gets him out of the game and allows you guys to do some things with him off the floor. So that's whether it's in the stat line or not, sometimes those are the things you talk about that you just come in and you get them done. Yeah.
Well, I will say this: we're going to cover. We've got you guys down for I think 3 or 4 more games, so we're excited to come watch you play. I've always liked coming and watching games and coaching in games here at Frankton. We want to keep watching you progress as the year goes on. A lot of fun to watch. Keep playing hard, guys. It was a good win.
Congratulations,
guys.
Win. Yep. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Yep. And that was the Frankton Eagles, several of them. We had Ethan Stansberry, Eli Birch, Noah Melvin, and Blake Nickum, a testament to the coaching staff there, as those are 4 fine young men talking to us. And here comes Coach Brobson. I'm going to let him get the headset on here and get the microphone before we get –
oh, my bad.
Here we go. Give it over to Coach, and I'm going to let things go and let Coach Mack and Coach Brobson talk it out.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. I mean, anytime you can get a win against Tipton, I know that feels good because it's a good team and a good program. I thought the difference early was you guys just locked in defensively. You didn't get beat on the post play, and you didn't get caught up in screens, and did a really nice job of making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, I thought our first half defense was excellent. Like you said, we were very pleased with it. It kept us in the game, and it let us get that lead early in that half by defending so well. And I was really happy about the fact I thought our kids stuck really well to the game plan in the first half. I mean, they knew who we were going to try to take away. We didn't have any mistakes.
Yeah, and you didn't really have to help a lot, which helps when you have a big kid that can defend. I mean, the McFalls kid's a handful down there. You guys did a nice job, I thought, handling that, and then it allows your guards to continue to kind of pressure the ball. They never really felt comfortable with it. Pack line defense until they caught it and then made passes inside tough. They just really didn't get anything. It was one and done, and they didn't get a chance to score more than like the easy stuff. Nothing was easy.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Stansbury was outstanding on Peyton Aller. I thought that we recognized Kellen Williams when he came in. That's the kid I told you, the left-handed guard.
Yep.
He can really shoot it, and then Jace can shoot it too. And I thought we did a good job taking those three out. Hummerkaus, he hit one or two. I know we had at least 2 threes were banked in that they hit, and they were contested. So it was kind of like, okay, well, we gave that one up. But other than that, I thought it was a good performance defensively and rebounding.
I think you guys did a good job of getting them out of those shots. They never seemed to feel comfortable, and they never felt like they could get their feet under them and get an open shot. Like you said, really a couple of them were bank-ins, that one at an angle and one straight on. So I think that's just a lot about how you were able to guard. And we talked to your guys about this, and Ethan Stansbury told us, that he agreed. I feel like the officials allowed you guys to play the defense you wanted to play. Early on, it was very physical. I didn't feel like they made terribly big adjustments to that. I think you guys made adjustments to how it was being played. And would you rather have that ability to be able to get up? That's the kind of defense you want to play.
Yeah, I think we want to be physical. We feel like we got a strong team and some size. And so that's generally how we've kind of played the last several years. And then if we can extend and press or trap, then we do that. But generally for us, like tonight with that type of lead and being up 16 at half and then just keeping it there basically the rest of the game, trying to keep it between 12 to 16, there was no need to press. So we were going to be right there, like you said, in the pack line and making sure to try to take away and anything we could, especially contest jump shots.
I thought unsung hero, and I know you noticed it because you sent him up here, I thought the Nickham kid, he just settles things down for you, keeps balls alive, comes in, does his role. I enjoyed watching him play. I thought he just gave you a lot of nice off the bench, but just gives you a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's one of our better. I mean, we have 6 guys. We played 7 tonight, but 6 of those guys can start at any time. And Nickham could be a kid that could start. We feel like all those guys are good players and bring different things to the game. And his energy level is just outstanding, and he can really shoot it. And I don't know if he made a 3 tonight, but he really can, and he can shoot it, and he can shoot it well, and he's got the green light on that. So when he does that, knocks down shots as well. But his defensive effort and his rebounding, he gets a hand on everything.
I thought one of the biggest changes in the game and biggest adjustments was when they made that kid take his shirt off. I thought that
was huge. That was huge, especially third quarter.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, we played 2 quarters with this, but
I know the rule.
I think he's probably right. But we had wore it in 2 games, and the officials in the last 2 games said, hey, it's no problem. He dislocated his elbow. He's wearing an arm sleeve.
Yep. Yeah, I
looked it up because I didn't even know the rule, and here I am. I said, just got licensed this year. That was not on the test, so I look it up, and it says that if it's a connected shirt, both sleeves have to be the same length. So that's the only thing we could find. However, 2 games you get to play with it. We don't find it till the third quarter. It's kind of one of those where you're like, maybe you just tell each other at the timeout, hey, we're going to let this go. No one's complaining.
Yeah.
that's
what I told him as he came by later. I just said, Dan, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And you've made the right call. But what I'm mad about is the fact we have asked the officials about it. They said it was legal.
Yeah.
I could have looked it up myself probably and read that before. So it's
hard to find. It took me a while.
Probably my fault more than any. And I could have let the kid know, but now we know.
Yeah. And we told him, we said arm sleeve, I guess it's a weird rule. I don't understand it because he told us he had hurt his elbow, and the biggest thing is a lot of officials aren't gonna look for it. It's just one of those things. But to the officials' credit, it is a rule, and he got it. So
you got to turn around now and go quick, play Monroe Central, who is home again. That'll help. And then tell me a little bit about the game against Eastbrook. I saw that's a 1 o'clock start in Noblesville.
Yeah, so we play Monroe Central Tuesday here, and then we turn around Saturday and go to Noblesville Boom.
Yeah.
The new,
that's cool.
G League down there.
Yeah.
And play 11 o'clock is Elwood Bluffton, 1 o'clock Frankton and Eastbrook.
That'll be a great experience.
And that'll be a good experience. Eastbrook's a great team, great coach, Jeff Liddick.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on the girls' side. Now he's just taking over the boys' side. it'll be a very difficult game, but great place to play at.
Well, as coaches, we never celebrate the ones we win enough. So celebrate tonight's win, Coach. Good win against Tipton, 3-0. Take care of business against Monroe Central. We're planning on coming back and seeing you several more times this year. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
And the great hospitality.
Great hospitality.
Thank
Some
you.
of the best around.
We really appreciate you being here and hope to see you soon.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Congrats, Coach. That was Coach Brobston from Frankton. And the Frankton Eagles are victorious tonight here at home. And we mentioned they will have another one here at home with Monroe Central. And then they get to play in the new arena for the Noblesville Boom. That'll be an exciting one for them. So follow the Frankton Eagles. Coach, anything you want to add here before we head out?
No, it was a good first game. It's nice to be back in the gym. It's a little bit warmer than it was towards the end of football, but it's nice to be back in here. A lot of fun. Two good teams that are going to do good things this year, Frankton and Tipton. We'll see you next week, though, at another historic place, and that is the Muncie Fieldhouse.
The Muncie Fieldhouse will be bringing you the Bearcats. And tune in for that one. I want to thank our sponsors, Huggins Auto Sales, American Pest Professionals, Property Pros, Young's Title and Abstract, and Dowling Dumpster Rentals and ECI Vending. We want to thank everybody, but above all else, we want to thank Mr. Producer, Andrew Romine, who helps to get this all set up and comes over here early to get set up and then runs the stream for us throughout. So thank you, Mr. Producer. On behalf of John McLaughlin, I'm Kyle Mealy. Thanks for watching. The Frankton Eagles victorious over the Tipton Blue Devils on the Next Play Sports Network.